Logan was born in the winter of 1991. He was a beautiful baby who was adored by his family. In Logan's first few months of life, he did what most babies do. At 1.5 years, his parents became very concerned. He had suddenly stopped eating, become withdrawn, and seemed to have lost many of the skills he had developed. At 2, a pediatrician diagnosed Logan. His parents were told that their son had an autism spectrum disorder. They had been keenly aware that something was wrong. However, receiving the diagnosis was a shock. At the time, they knew nothing about autism.
When he was a baby, I thought he was quite normal. He's very happy. He's always been a happy kid. And we have videos of him, you know, and he was doing everything normally, really. There's Logan, 1-year-old today. Oh, yeah, you're 1-year-old today.
I was very shocked, and I had no idea what this all meant. And then you find, you know, other people that you talk to, and you know, other mothers. I found, you know, I started reading books, started going online, finding more information, and just getting more educated about the whole path.
When Adrian and David began seeking help for Logan 10 years ago, there were very few resources available. Adrian was determined to find help for her son.
I was very overwhelmed at the time because I felt like I was so ignorant, and I didn't know that I could find within myself. I mean, now I don't feel ignorant, and I don't feel overwhelmed at all. But I had to go through this period of actually not only believing in Logan, but believing in myself.
One phone call led to another. One contact led to another. Finally, Adrian learned about applied behavioral analysis called ABA. ABA is a discrete trial teaching method where simple responses are built into more complicated ones through the use of reinforcement.
All right, good for you, Logan.
It has been shown to be successful in producing lasting improvements for many children with autism.
Good looking at me, Logan. Good job. Point to clapping. Good, point to clapping, yay.
I finally felt like we started somewhere. You know, that this was a way to sort of organize his mind, which seemed just so open that it had no boundaries, you know, and this put all kinds of little boundaries around everything. And it seemed right. It seemed like it was the right kind of approach to learning how to learn.
Say, Mama. Mama, good.
At the time, there were very few professionals trained in ABA. Adrian persisted. She found an ABA teacher to work with Logan in home-based early intervention and soon convinced AHRC New York City to develop a preschool program utilizing this technique.
Mama, that's better, okay.
I couldn't believe that this happened, you know, because a classroom was started and it was the right kind of educational methodology for children like Logan.
Mama,
Since ABA had proven successful with many children in AHRC preschools, Adrian, David, and other parents joined forces to ask the association to continue to provide ABA services through school age. AHRC began operating such classes and later opened an elementary school.
He's thriving on it, and he looks forward to it. I've never seen any kid who looks forward to these things, going to school. He's right there. He can't wait to go.
Logan is now speaking in simple sentences. Although he understands complex language, he has learned to read. He is using a computer and is able to search for things he finds of interest on the internet. He is expressing affection towards those closest to him, something he never did before.
Talk to you and tell her your turn.
I feel his intelligence, and I feel his spirit, and I feel who he is, and I think he's so beautiful. That's what I saw as a baby, that's what I see now, and I will continue to project onto him what he gives to me. He really has given me the opportunity to become more and more who I can be. You know, that's a gift. I feel so blessed, actually.
With each new accomplishment, Logan is bringing great joy to his family and feelings of satisfaction to the teachers and staff who work with him. And his smile indicates that he is proud and feeling good about himself.
AHRC is like the agency that's saying, you know, we believe in them. These kids are going to be our future, you know, and they have that right, you know, that right to have a full life, to have a meaningful life. When Logan smiles and he responds, you know that he's appreciating you, and I think we can learn from that.
AHRC New York City was built by parents like Adrian and David and built on the needs of children like Logan. Children for whom necessary services did not exist before.